Hi guys! Today I'd like to show you how to make this really tasty rib and radish soup that gives you energy. So let's get started. First, you want to grab a ginger and cut a few slices from it. It's up to you how many slices you will like, but I recommend cutting more slices in the winter time as this soup will also warm you up. When you're done slicing, put the ginger slices in a bowl and set it aside. Next, you want to prepare a pot of water for boiling the ribs. Put the ribs in the pot and make sure that the water covers all the ribs. Then you want to put 2 to 3 slices of ginger in the pot and bring this to boil. The ginger helps to remove any raw meat taste that could taste a bit stinky sometimes. We're actually not going to drink this, and you will see why later in the video. And now we'll wait until it boils. So while waiting for the pot to boil, you want to prepare the radish or turnip, or some people call it daikon. Then you want to peel it and cut it. A little side note here, when you select the radish, make sure that it's firm when you press it and that it's heavy. It means that it's fresh and full of water. When it's peeled, cut off the head first and cut it into chunks. I'm cutting it in several different ways to show you the shapes that people often cut it into. You can cut it however you like, but because this soup requires a longer simmering time, so you want to cut the radish into big chunks so that they don't get cooked through too soon and fall apart or disappear into your soup. Once you're done cutting, put them in another pot. Then add water to the pot until it covers the radish, and this is the actual pot for the soup. So the reason why you want to boil the ribs first is to remove any impurities, which is the darkish foam floating on the top that you see in the video. Also, boiling the ribs forces the blood out, which is the part I'm trying to scrape off. And so when you cook the ribs again in the pot, you will end up with clear soup. So now you want to transfer the ribs to the radish pot. As you can see, boiling the ribs removes some of the fat from the ribs as well. When all the ribs are in, give it a quick mix, and you want to add some rice wine and some ginger slices. The amount is really up to you, and I recommend adding more of both in the winter time. And now it's time to make the soup. I'm using a pressure cooker here to shorten the cooking time, but you can definitely make this on the stovetop as well. My pressure cooker has the option of cooking bones, so I will select that and set the cooking time to 30 minutes. When the time is up, the pressure cooker will release the pressure as it cools down a little. And now it's time to enjoy this super delicious and healthy soup that gives you energy. Hi guys! Thanks for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed my recipe on how to make one of the most basic rib soup from Asia. And so I just want to sum up quickly that today we use ginger, radish, and also the ribs. Now I want to mention about this whole balance thing that I mentioned in my other video. So in the Asian or in the Chinese culture, we have this thing that there's the yin yang. So everything needs to be balanced for it to work. And so that is the same case for food as well. So ginger is from the hot family, and radish is from the cold family. So usually when we cook them, we put ginger and radish together to balance it out. So I'm gonna do a taste test now. So here it is. Now, because I used a pressure cooker, so the meat is very, very tender. It's really cooked through, so it comes off completely, very easily from the bones. And my favorite part is the tendon, because they're soft, but then they still have a bit of a crispiness to it. So that's my favorite part. So I'm gonna do a taste test. So here's some ribs. Ribs first. It is so good. It's very, very tender, very soft, and very juicy. And it really just melts in your mouth. Okay, next I'm gonna try a piece of radish. Here it is. The radish is very, very soft. It's completely cooked through. I bought this radish very fresh, so it's got a radish sweetness to it. It's really, really good. So, soup time. Really, seriously, you have to try this. It is so good. Now, I just want to mention a couple of things for making this soup. I'm gonna put this down first. This is kind of heavy. Okay, so the first thing is that you notice in the video that I didn't add any salt to it. Now, this kind of soup in wintertime, it's kind of supposed to help you to gain energy, to fight the coldness. So, in the Chinese culture, we believe that when you add salt to this kind of soup, which is supposed to bring you energy, salt kind of destroys that. So we tend to avoid using salt in this kind of soup. Now, if this is too light for you, you can't enjoy this as much. My suggestion is you can sprinkle some salt on top, just a little bit, and it should be plenty of flavor. You know, just a tiny bit of salt will bring out all the flavors that's in the soup. And the second thing is that I have a pressure cooker, so I cooked for about half hour. So I would say that with the pressure cooker, with the pressure releasing, I feel like it was another 15 to 20 minutes on top of the cooking time. So I would say that this was done in about 50 minutes, 40-50 minutes. I think it's a very short amount of time to get to this level of softness actually. On the stovetop, you can do this on the stovetop as well. You just have to turn down the heat to let it simmer for a couple of hours, I would say. I honestly haven't really done this on the stove ever. But I did use a different steamer to cook this once, and it took me about between 2 to 3 hours. So depending on the amount that you're making, I would say about 2 to 3 hours that if you would like to make this on the stove. So anyways, thanks guys for watching today's video. I really hope that you have enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks, bye!